background, and there's 2 still images basically, and that's it.
Yeah, and of course they have the Davy Jones thing ripped directly out of the Disneyland ride.
Yeah,
I
thought that was funny.
Called No Tails after it, which is an iconic thing that they really had a missed opportunity there. But again, it's a great show, and I would definitely. I mean, it's probably I would say it's probably maybe the second greatest thing Disney's ever done after Reflections of Earth.
I don't know about that.
I have just met you.
I would think Fantasmic's one of the best. Because in fact, it's been around for so long, and here's the difference between World of Color and Fantasmic, which they were very different shows. But if you take out a segment in Fantasmic, the flow of the show will completely stop, and people will let the things been altered, and it will be a show. World of Color can kind of almost edit together like a 10-year-old to basically put clips together, and it would almost still make sense. Like they even have an application on the Disney website that allows you to put Disney clips together and make your own World of Color. So that's how easy the show is. And a lot of things I think they took out were even, with IOGig, they took out the Shadow Man or Dr. Facilier.
Facilier appears briefly.
He used to have a big part in it, and there was even moments of having dolls, the little dolls from the movie, come out of, not out of the way, but somewhere in the actual audience, come out and do little dances on like strings and stuff. And that would have added something physical and something unique to the show, which I feel that, I know Princess Falls did do too well in the box office, but I still feel that it's a new Disney classic, and that people would not, they would like that, and I think that would have been a good character to include along with Alice in Wonderland. But that movie made $1 billion worldwide, so obviously everyone loves Alice in Wonderland. So taking
that's the Tim Burton version.
Well, yeah, people still know it's Alice. No one's gonna be who's that blonde hair girl? What is the cat?
You're basically saying it's become Bob Iger's cut.
Well, that's what I feel it must be, because the fact that what's more colorful than Alice in Wonderland? I can think of 2 other segments that can almost come close, and that's Colors of the Wind because of the name, and maybe Under the Sea because of how they did it. But how can anything be more colorful than the Cheshire Cat and all the other characters?
Well, to be fair, they shoved them into the
Yeah.
You see the Cheshire Cat for about a minute.
Not a minute.
Yeah, it's really quick. Before you don't even realize what it is until it's gone. Like, oh, wait, that's the Cheshire Cat, wasn't it? But it's just that component of where they're just clips kind of strung in there and kind of done just randomly. If you take one out, you can replace it with another, and it doesn't affect the show. And that's before. The whole thing with Little Squirt was done away with. So there's nothing there.
Apparently, I did not see him. I didn't see him either. But apparently, according to some sources, he's there, but you have to look really, really hard for him.
I did.
Well, what's the point of putting him there?
He's basically there because this. Thank Disney people and the big fans, but basically he's only in there for 0.1 seconds and he becomes a fountain. So really you have to look for a fountain that becomes very orange, which is the color he was supposed to be. So really he's not in the show, he's in it, but he's only in a spirit of being
like 1 second.
Yeah. See, because before he was going to be kind of like a connecting force as the spirit of Walt Disney or something, hopping in and around between scenes, kind of helping with transitions and stuff. And it's that kind of connective that the show is missing. Because right now you take out one clip. Yeah, if you take out one clip, there's nothing, you just replace it with another one. You're not going to tell the difference in the story, There's no, so.
I don't know what Bob Iger had against Little Squirt, to be honest. I don't really. A lot of the changes they made, while the show is still good, there are certain ones that baffle me.
Well, I don't get why they would take out a new character that they could market. That doesn't make sense.
Well, Little Squirt is actually used in some of the merchandise.
Yeah. Well, I know, but he can't be for later on. Later in 10 years, maybe some of us remember. But having him in the show would make a new character that people would, oh, cool, I'm gonna buy that. I am a curious the dragon is fantastic, even though it's Maleficent, has its own personality because it's in the show. People don't call it Maleficent, you call it the dragon, or you know what I mean? It's Murphy's. Well, yeah, I know, but some people, they call it the dragon, so it's not Maleficent, it's the dragon. And of course, there's no merchandise for that character either, which is really weird.
Well, I think they want to push Tinkerbell because, Tinkerbell is their newest marketing push.
Well, she's in there for about 1 second, too.
Yeah, but she's in there for, to get rid of the quote, and then she reappears very briefly at the very end of the finale. I mean, it's kind of like, what's the point of even including her if that's all you're going to put in? There's nothing. She just randomly appears. Like,
Well, she's their marketing tool, so...
Well, I thought the strong segments had to be The Little Mermaid, Pocahontas, and I think even Toy Story had the biggest impact on people. It was good. The scene did at all. The film is just one of the best films Disney's ever done, and for them to do what they did with it, I felt like
With what? Movie? Toy Story?
well, they with Lion King, they completely edited it down.
Just show Mufasa's death, and that'll do.
Well, I know, but like when they did it, it was almost emotional. Like the way they have Bonnie and they say, and it's his skull saying "Long live the King," it's almost emotional. Then they just go into like a song with I love a song. It's just that it doesn't make sense. There's no like only one character dies and was supposed to be sad. Like how does that connect with the rest of the show? Only one of the characters in the whole show dies, and there's really no story. So it doesn't. The show doesn't make sense really. And
What, you want the whole show to be a downer?
well, no, but like at that point they would show like Bambi's mother being shot and like other characters at that the beast getting stabbed and other characters falling down and Cookie losing his powers and all that.
Bambi's mom being shot is such an iconic thing that I don't think people could recover from that.
Well, exactly. Then you have everyone in the audience crying, and then you go into the whole like magic. It just blows up, and you see all the characters becoming like they're getting their dreams, and everyone happy. And now it'd be much more emotional than Foster. You have like 8 really iconic characters falling, and then you show them other characters or them rising back up again, and everyone will be clapping, applauding, being so happy.
Yeah.
But instead, you just have a scene that is almost emotional, but then it's not. They almost have it there, and then they stop themselves from making it like almost enough to make you cry, but not enough.
So close.
Yeah, and that's the song.
Forgive the pun. But like, there's a lot of stories that even to this day, people will tell you that they saw Bambi's mom get shot, but they never do. She's off screen. If the emotional impact is so...
Well, I don't mean actually you would be shocked. You see Bambi maybe running across the screen and it says she says one day and it's off. And then off the screen and it goes to, another character getting, like Beast getting stabbed. And you see Belle going up and say, I love you. And then they fade out. And then maybe Snow White taking the apple falling down, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like up, the house is up. Like, find a way of going on fire or something, like showing the characters kind of at their moment of, their worst moment.
Yeah. I think,
and then also the other part, which is another reason the show doesn't make sense, why do the villains at all come in? It becomes Pocahontas to the rain, the pirates to villains. Like, so wait, did Dr. Facilier invite, like, what happened? Like, Maleficent basically comes to Fantasmic and like invites all the villains to take over Mickey's dream. But in this show, the villains just kind of show up and they don't even really do anything except for the skull. And
Facilier was downplayed in my opinion, but she wasn't. It kind of sucked because like Facilier is actually probably the best character in The Princess and the Frog.
But I think the show needs a better structure. Maybe they'll do with Christmas. Maybe with Christmas they'll have Jack Skellington host it and then make it make sense. Like he'll make the story of Christmas and they'll have it very fun and very nice. And then for all actors, he'll probably do Halloween. And then...
Well, you'd have Skellington doing Halloween because Skellington is probably not the best representation for Christmas.
Yeah.
And then you could put a Nightmare Before Christmas segment in both. You could have like, if for the Halloween show you could have This Is Halloween, and for your Christmas show you could have What's This?
Yeah.
But it's interesting because I think Pocahontas in particular works very well for World of Color. Now, a lot of people know that I really do not like the movie Pocahontas, mostly because I'm a history nut, and Pocahontas is probably one of the worst historical movies ever made because, as I said before, Pocahontas was 12 at the time, but
Well, I mean, it's Disney. Look at all the other movies, you know what I mean? None of them are supposed to be taken, I think, literal. They're almost like Bible verses, as in to just tell a short story in a fantasy world that's fun, and then you take away from them what you will.